a slab that slays. So we added the angle bracket, and I like this. I'm not too excited about the holes, but you know what? It's first time. I think eventually what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually, maybe like next year, like throughout the year, is actually find a piece of sheet metal that is 36 by 80, or 43, because it's 43 to go all around both sides, is just to do that, so that I can just have one solid sheet. I'm pretty sure I can probably find that not at a Home Depot, probably at a sheet metal store, or a sheet metal place. So, but for now, it is great. The next step is these are just temporary. I've got that is going to sit on the outside of that and do bit, and so that'll hold all of that up. We will also be putting 2 pieces of wood going between those two as well. And then probably like a sandbag. I'll probably get a sandbag or something really heavy behind here so that it sits, just so it doesn't go forward at all. But I don't think it's going to go forward. So that part is done. Right now, over here is getting, I know I spray painted on foam, crazy, huh? So these are candle holders that are from Walmart. They're like $3, and they're, here's a picture of them. So, but they got green ones, which only have 2 of the little hoops, and then the purple ones have the 3. So what I'm gonna do is these are gonna sit back up again. They may actually sit like that, I don't know. But they're gonna go on the very top of the thing and have some EL wire or some lights, whatever. These are all of the little rivet heads that Ty printed for me. So they're now all silver. They're gonna go on the outside, on the outside of it, like that. So they're gonna sit on that. So that's being made right now, letting those dry. Oh, new thing about the walls in here. I found these old pieces of wood, these old 2x4s. So these are gonna sit right up against the seams. We were gonna make these out of foam, but they look already old, and that's awesome. And getting that old texture is gonna be hard to do. Now that one right there is cut a little weird, so it's gonna be flipped upside down. There's gonna be stuff in front of it, so you won't see that. That one is a full length. This one is cut weird at the bottom and not as tall, but this is where the desk is gonna go, so it's just gonna go up. This one's heavy too. That one's just gonna go up like that. But I'm gonna wait on this one because I think there's a tool back here that I need in the cabinet. So, that is where we're at today. We're at that stage where, like, you've got a bunch of, and I know I said this on the last vlog, that we're at that stage where we have a bunch of things going. She's working on the panel, the electrical panel with all the gauges and the switches and things like that. She's got that going, and we've got to start making the towers that are the big electrical towers that are going to go on there, and then we do need to start setting up the rest of the graveyard and things like that. I think all that stuff's going to happen pretty quickly. I'm going to bring out all the tombstones tonight so she can kind of work on it tomorrow while I'm at work, and then I can set them in place tomorrow night. And that'll kind of get me, that's one less thing to do, because then I'll do the lighting later. And then we've got like the 12-foot skeletons and things like those things I can do, like this coming Tuesday. I'm taking off Tuesday. That's all I'm going to do, is literally just do all this, grab everything out of the shed and bring all of it up here and just start putting all that stuff together. Put the guys up. I got to do a little repair on those, on the guys that are hanging with the candles above them. Those guys go flank each side of the 12-foot skeleton. We've got to put I don't know if you can see it. The coffins are going to go over here in this cemetery, along with skeleton horses. So it's really just a lot of placing things. I do need to spend some time, and I really want to do this. This is probably another thing I'll do on Tuesday, is I really want to do the patina stuff from 916 on the bars. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one piece on just a little piece of PVC that's already black, and test it and see what it looks like. Because I don't want to mess up what is on there. Granted, if I don't like it, I can just paint it black again, and put some red in it or something like that to really pop. But I really need the blue. So I have blue patina paint as well, but I want to try this because it leaves the copper behind a little bit, and then you wipe the patina to show. And so it's kind of a cool little process, and you know, I'm gonna make definitely a video on it, a separate video. But I gotta have something on those bars, and so that I want to do. Like, I want to really, like, that's the thing today, is just that, so that I'm not rushing it and I'm having a good time doing it too. So we're just kind of at that stage where we're just kind of grabbing pieces of things and going, okay, what else can we do tonight? What else can we do? So I'm getting dinner in my belly here in a minute, and then I'll start doing the rest of the stuff on the slab, and then I got to make the base, but then I still got to make the sides. And so that I can do inside, because I'm going to draw it and I'm going to cut it out and everything like that. But I can do that when it's a little cooler in the garage. So I may draw it all tonight, and then tomorrow night I may actually cut it. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's going to be cool. It's going to come together so nicely. The wood beams in there just adds such a huge definition in there, because it kind of makes it a room instead of just walls that are, you know, because there would be beams in a rock type room, because they have to have something holding up the ceiling, you know, and then the beams would go across and stuff like that. So you know, that's the only thing we're missing is the across beams, but that's fine. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So make the thumbnail. Dinner's ready. Okay. All right. On.